What's going on, my dudes? We are live. Welcome to another random stream for WINcels. I'm your host, Mystery School, and in this stream, we just simply kick back, relax, and chill. Talk about random topics. I read the chat. Yeah, we just chill back and do stuff, whatever, dude. We got 0 viewers so far. See how many people we get in here. Got 20 last time. See how many people we get in here this time, so. It is 6:29 in my area, so let's see. Do I have anything to show? We have 1 viewer. Nice. Oops, lowered my screen. Didn't mean to do that. We are live. What's up, dude? What's up, Emrios? You're always here. Always here. Yeah, I was on Medic and Black Pill stream earlier, a Medic and Coping stream. So we were talking about some old cell problems being what it's like being old now. I guess old being officially a 30-year-old boomer. What up, Mystery? What's up, dude? What's up, Emrios? What's up, boyos? What's up, Z? Oh man, I'm so drained. I've been working and studying all day long, so kind of just drained out of my mind right now. Oh boy, we've got 7 viewers so far. Wow, this is pretty active chat today. Anything crazy going on in your lives, my dudes? Anything going on? What's the big news today? Let's take a look at Let's see. What's on the news today? What's going on with the world? Oh shit. Looks like the House GOP leaders plan to formally whip votes to kill gun safety bill. Wow. Well, we didn't see that coming. Yeah, that bill wasn't going to pass anyway, so we were real here. Same shit, different day. Yeah, that's how it is for me. The only thing that's nice about Wednesday is that I get to work from home. So I work from home these days typically. Bug chaser? My god. Dude, your name is so fucking sus, dude. Your name is so fucking sus. Oh, hello guys. I'm a black pilled incel from the Middle East. Is this the right place for people like me? With a name like that, I don't know, dude. You might be might be one of those bent people who are not of the straight persuasion here. Trying to lowball chicks on seeking arrangements. Wow. It's a joke. I'm not LGBTQ. XYZ plus. Okay, well yeah. I mean, is it an incel stream anymore? I don't know. Not really. It's more like a coping stream. We just sit here and cope and talk about the problem really, but yeah, we just kind of do our thing in here. My god. Count of Woodlands got a sad face. What's going on, Count? What happened to you, my dude? What's going on with you? You're sad. Yeah, when I was on a Medican stream, I was talking to this young guy. He got plastic surgery on his nose and said he looks younger now, which is kind of weird. But I guess it works in that way sometimes with the plastic surgery stuff. So I'm not willing to plastic surgery mask because I don't think I'm that bad off. Because I get likes on apps and stuff like that, so I don't think I'm that bad off. But I do plan on a geomaxing once I get done with my CPA exam. Once I get done with this test, I'm gonna officially start geomaxing and start traveling a little bit more, seeing the world a little bit, and traveling to Africa, traveling to a few places in Africa, Ethiopia, Uganda, stuff like that. See what's going on over there, and then I want to travel to South America, Brazil, places like that. See what's going on down there in Mexico. see what's going on down there. So see what options are like down there. Because really, dude, like American women are insufferable to deal with. This is true. They're insufferable to deal with. They're just insufferable. I don't know how anyone does it. I don't know how any man wants to marry an American woman because they're so entitled. They're insufferable. They're fucking they're educated to like the nth degree. So like they think they're superior to you. Um, yeah, it's just unreal how entitled these women are in the West. So plunger plus toilet, but they whores. Plastic surgery is largely a cope. If it doesn't work, the psychological damage can be endless. Yeah, that's true. If you end up in a situation where like where you're where like it doesn't where literally like you get plastic surgery and it's like yeah, I'm not saying they fuck up, but like let's say it doesn't work for you. Like you went through all this trouble and time, and you spend all this money to get your face rearranged, and yeah, they do it, and then you still get nothing. Like imagine that. Like imagine like you did the plastic surgery maxing, you did the facial maxing and stuff like that, and and you end up fucked, dude. Like yeah, that's got to be pretty brutal to actually happen to have happen to somebody actually really. And South American women are so much better looking on average. Yeah, they got to be, dude. They got to be. I mean, I've seen pictures of them. So, have you had recent bad experience while dating? In general, I mean, in general, the dating experiences are generally pretty. They're pretty tame, really. Like, they aren't that bad. I get you get your snuggles every once in a while. You go on a few dates. Sometimes you get nothing. Sometimes it's like a dead end. So you end up going nowhere. But like, what I really want to do is I want to have like a wife. Like I want to have like not so much getting married, but I want to have like a partner, someone that like an actual like a significant other. Like I don't want to call it you have a girlfriend at the end of the day. I want to have a girlfriend, and you know, getting like getting a ran through woman in the West. Like think about it, dude. Like would you rather fucking like marry a woman or have a girlfriend with a woman from the West where she's educated, entitled, and had all this fucking baggage, or go with somebody from a third world country who doesn't know anything about anything, and it's so much easier to deal with, dude. Like it's so much easier just to fucking deal with. Clown world, right? Mystery, yeah, it's just unreal. So how many years before you travel? Probably I'm gonna try to get this exam done by next year. So by probably summertime next year, I'll be traveling. Hopefully, summertime next year. Hopefully, 'cause I'm gonna start taking the exams in the fall, or I think the fall, or maybe the winter time. I'm gonna start. I've been studying my ass off all summertime since last week, so I'm studying for this exam for a while, and then once I pass the exam, I can start traveling. I'll be a little more free to do whatever I want at that point. So, but yeah, I mean, like my experience has been really like it's a mixed bag of like really good experiences or really bad experiences for sure. And a lot of them, the bad experiences really leave a bad taste in your mouth. It's like, wow, like is this all there really is out here? Like, is this it? Like you're looking around, like, is this what the America has to offer when it comes to women? Like these women? Like, you serious? Like, like unbelievable. You got purple hair, fucking in Gen Z. You have a bunch of SJW esque purple hair, fucking feminist, and then in Gen Y, you have a bunch of feminist women as well who are also purple hair and are also educated to hell and back, so they think they're better than you, and then who cry about patriarchy and the wage gap and stuff like that. And then you have boomers and Gen X are basically out of the dating market, so who cares about them? But in my generation, there's the women are so fucking bad, and then in Gen Z, I can only imagine how bad they are. And then Gen Alpha is probably going to be even worse. And then again, it could get better though. I think that with the backlash to a lot of the stuff that's been going on, could revitalize a traditionalist movement in this country where like women are maybe they're inclined to be a little less free, quote unquote. And but I'm doubtful about that. These things typically tend to go downhill very fast, so I'm not gonna fucking put my eggs in the basket of like, oh, they'll get better in a next generation. Like, nah, dude, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Easy to have sex with them. I have 19-year-old ugly incel American friend who goes on Facebook and finds landwell milfs gilfs to fuck. Oh my god, that's some fucking god tier dumpster diving, dude. Like landwells is one thing. Milfs I can kind of do. Milfs I could do a milf. Like I could do a mom, like kind of like who kept herself together a little bit in her like 40s or in late 30s or 40s. I could do that. Gilf? Oh fuck that shit, dude. Nah, I ain't going for fucking grannies, dog. I'm sorry, I'm not that fucking desperate. Landwells either. Like I don't do landwells either. Like I'm sorry, dog. Landwells I just leave them alone. I put them whales back in the fucking ocean where I found them at. I don't keep them around. Fuck that shit. I don't go harpoon fishing anymore. So or at all really. But yeah, I don't know how you fucking do that shit, dude. Or how he does that shit rather. My god. I wish my toilet was so big I could disappear in the after flushing. My god. In myself in the toilet. Why would you want to do that to yourself, Common? My god, dude. What the fuck, dude? Same. I just want to be loved by a girl. Like I don't even think that the I don't know. Like love is such a weird thing. I know we talked about this before in the past, where like love is real and Chad struck and stuff like that. But you know, I just want the just give me a regular fucking life, dog. All I ever wanted was like a regular fucking life. I don't want to have to be I don't want to have to like do all these like jump through a million fucking hoops and perform like a fucking jester and juggle 85 fucking plates and spin plates like a fucking idiot and do a bunch of crazy ass shit to get a woman, dude. It just seems like a bunch of like hoops you have to jump through when it comes to like you have to be like a 3-ring circus animal in America to get a woman. And it's like, who the fuck wants to do that shit, dude? Like, who the fuck wants that? It's all I wanted was a regular life. Instead, we got this fucking clown world shit where it's like the world's so fucked that like you're just kind of like sitting there like, what's going on? Like, who the fuck turned the fucking lights off and fucking cut the lights off and cut all the morals out of the country, dude? It's just unbelievable. Like I was watching the news yesterday. I watched some news clips and I was watching I think it was Fox News. They were covering CNN or covering AOC talking about how like, oh, they no longer call women women. They call them birthing people and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Where are these terms coming from? And who talks this way? Like these people can't be serious, but like they're literally running on a platform of like birthing people and women aren't women and men aren't men and what really is a woman? What really is a man? And blah 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 blah. Like it's like, what the fuck's going on, dog? Like, this country's going to hell, dude. Going to fucking hell fast, dude. Top 3 places you want to visit for geomaxing or geomaxing purposes. Probably going to be someplace in South America. So probably Brazil. I heard Brazil is pretty good. Maybe the DR, but I heard the DR is really only good if you want to do like smash and dash. I want to go to some places in Africa, like Ethiopia. Maybe go to Uganda. Go to places on the coast. Could be kind of nice. Mexico could be pretty fun. I mean, it's right around the corner, so it's pretty easy to get there. But yeah, I've heard that South America is pretty good for African Americans or blacks. So maybe I'll try there first. Remember, there used to be a time where there was an abundance of teenager mothers, so a gilf could be a cougar. Yeah, that's true. Hi, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, same. I want a regular life. Yeah, I don't. It seems like if you just want to have like a regular standard life, that shit's over, dude. Like you have to be like this like fucking ant in a fucking pod somewhere, getting fucking crushed every fucking day, and like that shit's so fucking demoralizing to fucking have your fucking whole life be a fucking an ant in a fucking or a rat in a rat race. At the end of the day, it's true. Like the rat race is real, and everybody's just trying to make it out here, and the economy's getting worse and inflation, and we all know all the problems going on with the world right now with the inflation, the fucking money printing, all that shit like that. Shit's unreal. The gas prices are too fucking high, and you can barely afford to pay your fucking mortgage or your rent. Shit's unbelievable. I'm not saying I'm having these issues, but like I can understand why somebody would just want to drop out of the game right now, dude. I could totally see why. It's like today's women are stuck between being a hoe and being a housewife. It's so awkward and disingenuous. Yeah. It's over. All alone with the memory of my days in the sun. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about this 19-year-old kid, because I can call him a kid now since I'm 30. He was in American's chat, and I was like, seriously, you're 19? Like, dang, dude, I remember being 19. Like, I thought I had the whole world figured out. I thought I was like somebody, thought I was gonna be somebody important, and he ended up being nobody. And that's the real it's probably one of the real sobering moments of your life, where like you end up at a certain point in your life and you're like, wow, I ended up in a weird place. Like, I am not where I'm supposed to be at. I thought I would have been somebody important. Instead, you're just nobody. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is that in this country, people view being normal as being like subpar. So if you're like a regular person, you're just considered to be a loser, and it's like doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't have a whole system of winners. Like, the life doesn't work that way. Like, life works in a very like a bell curve, like, or rather in an, I think it's called the Pareto principle, where like very few people actually make it to the top, and a lot of people get stuck in the middle, or they get nothing at all. So I've never been in the game. Huh. Everyone is hidden by darkness. The street lights are showing me vagueness. Where am I supposed to float away? The fin floating in the air rather. Guys, if you want to know what's going on, watch Dollar Milkshake Theory on YouTube. I just did. Great explanation. You can be anything you want to be, said the boomers. Oh boy, was that bill good? Sold to us in a fucking on a silver platter, dude. They're like, you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. It's like, yeah, that's not fucking true, dog. You know that's not fucking true. Like, even in the boomer generation, it wasn't true. Like, they like surely they must have known somebody with surely the boomers must have known somebody who was like should have made it and didn't make it, and knew somebody who did make it that shouldn't have made it. Like, we it's just it's almost like a lottery system about who makes it and who doesn't make it at the end of the day. I think the era of childlike wonder and excitement has gone a long time ago. So even a 19-year-old can be deemed blackpilled. Yeah, I think that's very true as well. That time of like if this is true. Like, the internet has really just opened up the whole world to everybody, and anybody can look at any piece of content and look up any ideology or look up any piece of information. And like, the more you know about the world, the less you care about it, and the more you fucking you get demoralized and desensitized to all the corruption and all the fucking all the destruction of the shit going on. Like, so yeah, I would say even a 19-year-old can be like so fucking black pilled. It's not even funny. They're like if you're jaded at fucking 19, there's something wrong with the fucking world, not you. I will say that. Like, if you're jaded at age fucking 19 or 18 or even 16, like, there's something wrong with the world, not you. Because like you shouldn't be that fucking jaded at age fucking 19 or fucking 16 or whatever in your teens. Those are supposed to be like your wonder years of like, oh yeah, everything's so awesome right now, and I'm gonna be the king of the world and blah blah blah. Like, you're supposed to have those type of dreams. Now it's like, oh, I'm 19, I'm fucked. Like, it's like you just immediately say that. Like, Coach Whitepill having a debate with Key Passport. What? If every black pillar you knew wrote a book, what author do you think would be a bestseller? Every black pillar I know. Who has a good grasp of the issue? I would say like the Incel guys. I think it wasn't just first. There was a couple other guys who had a who had a lot of good videos there on that channel. Probably, I think they have a pretty good grasp of the issue. And if they wrote a book, if they just wrote some studies or just published all their findings in one book, it could probably be a pretty good pretty good fucking pretty good read, really, because like they have enough knowledge and they have enough data to back up what they're talking about. And it wouldn't just be a lookism. It would honestly be about everything, which is why I still respect Enselmatics the way I do, because like those guys, they really did kind of cover a little bit of everything at the end of the day. It wasn't just like lookism everywhere. Nothing, a lookism isn't a factor, but like, my God, like it's not the only factor for certain people, dude. Depending on where you are in the hierarchy or where you are on your looks level, looks might not even be a factor at all. It could be something else, like your like not being NT or not having a social circle or something like that. Be happy, says the Stacy owner profile text. Oh yes, but of course, happiness is a choice. Oh boy, yeah. If only that was true. Just smile. Since I was 18, I knew I was fucked. QB passport. First, Steve Hoka. Yeah, Steve Hoka could probably do it too. I don't know enough about Steve Hoka's work, but I didn't watch a lot of his content back when he was still active. But I know he was a pretty good YouTuber when about this issue. So he could probably do it too. I think Jeff Ashton would write a good book. Steve Hoka also. Yeah, someone said Steve Hoka earlier. That was a count. First had plans like that, but he is too demoralized to work consistently on a book. Wow. You need a lot of consistency in order to write a book. Consistency is difficult as an isolated, depressed, and lone and love drained guy. Yeah, I don't know how some I don't know. Like I don't know how the hell I keep going on. I guess because I have some options like on my dating apps, like that's probably what keeps me going. But like even beyond that though, like I don't know how the fuck I made it to 30 sometimes. Like I'm like, how the fuck did I make this fucking far? Like I was depressed. I had certain levels of I've had a lot of like weird stuff happen to me in the past that where I shouldn't have made it and I did make it. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So how the fuck I made it sometimes. Yeah, I'm not gonna reveal too much, but I had some like a lot of like weird things happen. And it's like, how the fuck did I make it this fucking far, dude? You know, why me and not somebody else? Yeah, I always ask questions like that, like why did I make it where other people failed? And sometimes it's just a matter of luck. Like that's what it comes down to. And it's like a lot of people don't want to concede that because they want full credit. They want full credit for their success, and they want no credit for their failures. People love success. They love feeling good about success. They want no credit for the failure. And I don't know. It's just weird. What kind of book? Oh, just a book about the issue. A book about incelism or the black pill or just a book about the you probably couldn't call you probably had you yeah you probably couldn't call it like the black pill or something like that, but you just have to call it something else. You know, a book just describing the issue of incelism or and true force loneliness and TFL and stuff like that, or whatever you want to call it, TFL or forever alone type people, where it's like, you know, looking at the percentage of men who are left out of the system and talking about the ramifications that it has and the effects it's going to have on society at large. Maybe you have some big purpose in your life. I don't know. Something that does keep me going is my parents. I mean, that keeps me kind of going a lot, for really, truth be told. I still have family. I still have friends. I still have a few options on the dating apps, so I don't feel too isolated right now. I have a decent job that's really low stress. I get paid a decent amount of money. I have a good car. I have my own condo. You know, I didn't buy at the top of the market. You know, I have a bunch of stuff going for me right now where it's like I have a decent amount of cash in the bank. You know, I'm doing okay, but it's like I wonder like sometimes like how the fuck did I make it this far, but not somebody else? Like it doesn't make any sense. That's all it is. Luck. Mystery School Determinism. Yeah, that was my first video about determinism. Actually, my fourth video. Actually, my third video about determinism. So, patriotist. I'd say most incels are lazy. Not all, but most are. Unless you have looks maxed and money maxed, and still you have no chicks, then it's okay to complain. You have to be over 4 foot. 4 foot. Of course, you have to be over 4 foot. You have to be over 4 out of 10 face, of course. I wouldn't even say most incels or I don't know. I do believe that some people use the black pill as an excuse to do nothing. Like they'll just use the black pill and say, "Well, it's over for me. I'm not gonna do anything at all. I'm just gonna rot in my mom's basement and do nothing at all." I will concede that. So in fact, I might even agree with this statement actually, where it's like I think that the amount of high performing incels, when I say high performing incels, I mean incels who are like looks max and money max and actually doing something about their condition, is far exceeds or is far less than the incels who just do nothing at all and just rot on Discord all fucking day long and do nothing. I will concede that. I think you're kind of right here. Yeah, I was gonna be contrarian, just be contrarian. But yeah, I will write it. Dude, write the book, dude. Someone has to write this book. I thought about writing a book too at some point, but no mystery. 100% for me for succeeding, bro. Copium. Being after the pyramid guys, he needs friends. Oh my god. Elliot Rogers says quite clearly at one point in the manifesto that infamy is preferable to being ignored. I do think it is a mindset overall. What most incels are not true selves. Oh yeah. I can see that in one of my videos. I talk about true selves. I think that by definition, most people can't be true self. By definition of a bell curve or the average, most incels are going to be average men. But the problem is that women perceive average as being subpar. So is it really? I don't know. Like you have perception of reality, and then you have reality itself. And when those two things are misaligned, you get really weird outcomes. So, but yeah, I would agree with you here. Most incels are not true selves, though. I think most incels are just normal men. Some of them aren't NT. Some of them don't have money. Some of them have status max, what you want to call it. But yeah, that's why I always tell people to do an honest assessment of where they are in life and your looks level and what you can do, and then go from there. If you can achieve something tomorrow, then do it. If you can't, then don't do it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell somebody else other than that. I can't give out like specific advice about like your whole life. I don't know what life you've lived. Yeah, that's another big part of a red pill cope I don't like is that they make so many assumptions about your life and about the life that you've lived, and they make a lot of assumptions about yeah anybody can achieve this, but they know nothing about you or your life. Like they don't know anything about you. Like they know fuck all about you. So the advice they give you, it might work for one person, but it's not going to work for everybody. It's not going to work for not, and advice isn't meant to work for everybody anyway as it is, but like in general though, like the advice you give somebody matters, and knowing their condition and what they're capable of is really if you know what they're capable of, you can give out better advice than just telling them, oh bro, just here's some blanket advice, dog, just do that. It's like that's not how fucking life works, dude. The path of self-humiliation is the path of those of people who fail to pull up the ripcord in time and prefer an increasingly hopeless situation of laborious effort of refinement. Most inkwells are, in my opinion, are average-looking guys who do not look max or may have mental issues that can be resolved. Mental issues are hard to resolve though, because like, imagine having like a constant mental block in your mind about women or about your looks. Like you think you're uglier than you really are. People don't realize how hard mental issues are to come over to get over with, and it's like telling someone to just go to therapy, bro, is like really just stupid too. Because therapy, we all know therapy doesn't just like work. Like it doesn't just work like that. Like it's not a panacea to everything. Like that's why like Kevin Samuel's whole like you need therapy fucking talk was really fucking stupid. Because like look, dude, like therapy doesn't work the way you think it does. Like it's not like all therapy does is like it just informs you about stuff that you already fucking knew about yourself. You just need someone else to tell you about it. So. Like you just wanted to have it confirmed by somebody else, but you already knew that stuff about yourself to some extent. So like mental issues are really hard to resolve. Like the look maxing stuff is really kind of easy if you're average looking. Like you just put on some decent clothes, don't look like a slob. I'm not gonna fucking like say every incel fucking hasn't taken a shower last week, but basically shower, shave, get a haircut, etc. Do all the basic shit. It's all the basic shit. The mental stuff though is really hard to fucking get over though. Yes, it's not just a matter of like, oh bro, just go to therapy. No, dude, it's a lot harder to get over mental stuff than it is just to yeah. We need Stephen King of the incelosphere. I've seen guys with 3 out of 10 face, but he is 6'2", so he could have the GF. If he was shorter, he would be incel. Probably, yeah. I am true cell. like there was a Floyd that thought I was a 2 out of 10, but her more attractive friend was really into me. So the question is, do I think I am a 2 out of 10, or do I think I am just all right? That's the issue, in my opinion. Without a pool, every wife's husband was obese, and they themselves not were all were obese. They themselves not all were obese as well. Half glass empty, full. Yeah, there's a lot of pessimism, optimism. Yeah, I don't get what people think they're missing. For example, he didn't succeed. The dude is 300 pounds of lard. It's hard to take him serious if he don't even put in the work to get into shape. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like there really is like a I used to be 350 pounds, so I used to be there, but I lost a lot of my weight. I still have some weight to lose, but I've I still lost like a fuckload of weight, and I know what it's like to be that big. But yeah, I know what you're trying to say here though. Like yeah, it's hard to take someone seriously when they haven't done any real work at all. It would be like me if I was like, Mister, you're still 350 pounds, so you haven't done anything. It's like, yeah, I know, but I'm an incel. I have a problem. It's like, well, of course you are. You're 350 pounds. Like, you're huge. All I see are oofy doofuses out here at least. Oh god, here we go again. How would you and Maxim work on my laptop in Portugal? Prices are half of Austrian prices already. Checked out of Portugal last month while on vacation. Feedback from the ladies there was better than here. Nice, nice, nice. I see no gym bros with a wife and kids, but I still get fit. You are right, mystery school. Mental health have it is real bad. Yeah, he didn't succeed with one center and still had no success with women. Okay, well then I guess maybe he's a true cell. Then I'm not gonna fucking criticize the guy for too much. Then like truth be told, if you're like a true cell, like you really have like what's the point? Like yeah, that's why I always said like make the honest assessment of yourself and say like look, dude, like I'm not getting anything at all anyway. So why the fuck should I even try? Like if you were like skinny, then got fat, then got skinny again, and then like but you were skinny before and you were getting dates and stuff like that, and you got fat and then you got no dates and you got skinny again and got dates. Like that's basically what happened to me. I was skinny and got fat and got skinny again and got dates again. So it's like one of those things where it's like, but if you were getting nothing at all to begin with, then yeah, you were kind of fucked to begin with, fucked off rip, you know. What's up, buddy boyos? Get ready for the food price hike. Just bought my favorite beef jerky last night for $8. Now it's 11. Used to be $5 a few months ago. Dude, I went to the grocery store fucking today actually and spent like $100 on like nothing. Couldn't even believe it, dude. Used to be 250 pounds. Yeah, dude. Used to be huge. Used to be huge, big as fuck, dude. If you're fat, I assume you're winning in this reality. Hey, Hydraulic. Geez, that better be some amazing jerky. Goddamn. Random stream, dude. What's up, David? Oof, more than 30% increase. Pro social face is important. That is what oofy doofs and pretty boys have in common. This naive, always happy face is always also what attracts women. That guy, I would say that maybe that's true. Yeah, having a he was in the lower weight in his high school years, but even if you don't get chicks, that's not a good excuse to let yourself become fat. Yeah, my only excuse is my only opinion on that is that like if you view like I guess the main problem with the manosphere in general is that it does focus on women too much, and that like a lot of men will like end up putting all their eggs in like the I need a woman basket, and if they don't get a woman, they feel like they're useless at all, and they feel like they have no purpose at all in life, and they feel like they're nobody at all, and I think that's not as good. That's not good either, obviously. So yeah, I would say it's not a good excuse to get fat either. It's not a good excuse to fucking like just gain a bunch of weight and just for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, because a lot of people like they take up like I have a friend who does this. He has his whole self worth, his whole self worth is wrapped around having a woman. And if he doesn't have a woman, he's completely fucking useless at all. So useless altogether. So he's hard to talk to. He's hard to fucking get the guy to do anything at all. So yeah, I would say you're sort of right here. Yeah, it's no excuse to get fat, for sure. I believe it. What's up, Mystery? What's up, Sloth Mood? Apparently that event with the in Dallas with the women who got like curbed by all those dudes or not curbed I guess but the dating mixer. I think some dudes did end up showing up later I guess but so that's what I heard anyway. But yeah, pretty weird story. Are you going to open StreamYard? I guess I could if you want to come on or not. Just have purpose, bro. Yeah, it's hard to find a like the problem is that like once again I think Manosphere content has done men no. I'm not saying it's done no good at all. It's definitely warned us against the behavior of women and what's going on with the world. But like overall, though, the focus, especially the early on days, the focus on getting a woman, especially in the Black Pill sphere, was like really it's not good because like you end up wrapping your entire life around getting the one thing you can't possibly get, and you're better off taking that time and doing something else with your time. Really, good face and hides like a living life in recruit mode. Everything is handed to you because it's constant positive reinforcement. That's true. Yeah, very true shit. It's deterministic paralysis. A negative feedback loop begins. My misfortune is caused by forces over which I have not the slightest influence. Yeah, that's very true. Therefore, it makes no sense to do anything. My inaction makes my situation even more hopeless. Though, yeah, I have a friend who might be he might be geomaxing to South Korea as a white dude. So I wonder how he's gonna do there. He's had zero luck. He's in his mid 30s now, and he's had zero fucking luck. Zero luck getting women in the states at all. He has his own place, works a really good job, stuff like that. Has a bunch of fucking shit going on with his life. He still can't get a woman, mostly because of his face, I think probably. So he's going to he got a job in South Korea, so he's leaving the states. So I wonder how he's gonna do over there. Actually, as a white dude, probably gonna slay. Find his wife over there and end up with an Asian woman. Probably he's a white guy, so JBW. Someone has to lose. Yeah, it's true. The retro music, fucking cyberpunk fatalism, dude, based. If Chad gets bullied in school, usually he ends up with lots of chicks. Girls don't care if guys bully him because he got Chad face. That's true. Yeah, a lot of what you're saying here is pretty true. I mean, like at the end of the day, like Chad can really do no wrong. That's saffron pilled. Oh, saffron pilled. Wow. Probably wants to come on. This belief of self-efficacy. This belief of self-efficacy seems is often undermined by social anxiety and is simply by laziness and lack of discipline. Just be Indian. Just be Indian. Hey, you saffron pilled?
Yep. What's up?
What's going on, my dude?
So Wednesday, Wincel.
Yeah, Wednesday, Wednesday, my dude.
That's great. That's great. I was just returning my laptop to previous company.
Oh, you switching jobs?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Big pay increase?
Yeah. Significantly.
Nice, nice. What's it all about, dude? Getting that bigger pay increase, might as well.
Yeah.
Especially in this fucking economy, you gotta do something.
Yeah. You have to like. You are in a casino and you have to cash your chips as soon as possible, right?
Yeah, yeah, I would say that's very true. Hell and Succeed, is he still active? I don't know. You mean Heat and Succeed? Oh, you mean Hell and Succeed? You mean Hell by Desperate Light? I don't know. Any black pill that's 30 plus moved away. It's 18-year-old now.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Boo, flush. You want me to flush you, dude? Heat uploaded a new video 6 days ago.
Interesting. So
So
what's
Saffron, how's New York been?
New York is fucking rat race and kitty litter.
Yeah, I heard it's fucking horrible in that city. So is the crime getting any better?
If you don't have, I'm sorry, what you asked?
Is the crime getting any better?
No, it's same New York, New York. So nothing's improved.
The same shit, different day, right?
Yeah, the only thing is that you have functional trains in the subway. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, which is nice.
So gas prices are not a big issue. But you have like if you are ultra rich, then you don't have any issue. If you are dirt poor, you don't have any issue. If you are in the middle class or upper middle class, you are fucked.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how things work out that way sometimes. Actually, when you think about it, like the
Yeah.
hell's going on? I got a Discord message. Sorry. Um, yeah, it's kind of weird how things work out that way. Actually, where like the rich aren't fucked and the poor aren't fucked. 'Cause the poor were already on welfare anyway, so they're already getting taken care of, and the rich are already rich, so they're perfectly fine. It's always the middle class that gets fucked over by everything. It's unbelievable. They get fucked over every single fucking time. They get smaller. They get destroyed. Their jobs get fucking destroyed. Shit happens every single time there's a downturn. The poor were already fucked anyway. They're already poor. Like they're already fucking fucked. The rich were already rich. So like the only people who can really suffer in this economy is the fucking is the middle class. And it's kind of like what I talked about with a hamburger. Like all the action happens in the middle, even when it comes down to incelism, where it's like the whole concept of like all the action happens in the middle of the curve, where it's like the all the interesting people are in the middle because like sixes and sevens and fives, like those guys in theory shouldn't be here, but they are here, and it's unbelievable. You know, it's a pretty weird dilemma we have going on right now, where it's like the middle slowly being hollowed out slowly over time.
Is it a theory of some kind, the hamburger theory or something?
I don't call it, man. I don't. I kind of came. I didn't come with it, but I kind of like thought of it that way, where it's like the top, the two buns are like the upper bun is the upper middle class or the upper class, and the bottom bun is the lower class, and all the action, all the meats in the middle. The middle class is the meat. Like they're the most important part because they keep the upper class rich, and the lower class is just there to catch the anybody who doesn't make it at the end of the day. So yeah,
Let me write a paper on this. I'll co-author you.
there you go, buddy. the hamburger economy.
Yeah,
Call it that. I
yeah.
think Drolix was what's up, Drolix? That you?
What's up, buddy boyos?
What's going on, buddy?
Just eating like a late dinner slash lunch.
What are you having?
Um, some fried stuff and some sushi.
Nice. I had sushi earlier. Then I had some meat, some sausage, and peppers. Pretty good
Is
meal
that
overall.
like which category sushi? High-end restaurant, home cooked, or a packet Walmart kind of a thing?
No, I just hit up the supermarket because I wanted to pick up some stuff, and I was like, fuck it, I'll get some
Do
sushi.
you do you buy at like local Chinese store or something like that? Because I shop from the Indian stores nearby.
Nah, like the regular sushi that you get at the supermarket is garbage.
Oh,
Like, you want to get the ones at the restaurant. But yeah, I was craving some seafood, so I was like, fuck it, might as well.
what sort of sushi is it? Is tuna sushi or something like that?
Uh, it's like the salmon with cream cheese in a roll.
Oh, yeah, salmon. Yeah. So Jesse here, Drolix wants some tips for the interview. Any tips for the interview?
Share some interview tips I need to raise.
Share some interview tips. Oh, speaking of, man, so the senior engineer that was hired like a couple of weeks ago, like he just put in his 2 weeks. I was like, damn. And he was actually, well, he is still working. I think he's quitting like in 2 weeks or whatever. But
Why is he working then?
no, he's still working because he said he's gonna work till like a couple of weeks from now. But
I
yeah,
tell you
like
what though, go
it's
ahead. Sorry.
crazy. I don't know, like I don't get it, but I think he's Canadian, so the company that offered him a job doesn't necessarily pay as much as like our current company. But
Probably likes
yeah,
the work schedule, something better. If I had to guess, probably
yeah, I
like
think
something's got to be something better over there that he likes better than the money.
yeah, he wants to go to California, I believe, and they'll pay for relocation, where our company doesn't pay for relocation until at least you've been proving yourself for 6 months to a year.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to pay for relocation if you're not going to stay with the company. Like, you're basically paying someone to move and they're not going to stay with the company. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so he wants to go to California. I was like, good luck to him.
A tip I can give an old cell about not so much interview questions, but interview at all, but really just in general for like life advice is to like if you know someone who's in college, get one of their resumes because that's going to give you an insight into like what the new resume template is now. I didn't realize how old my resume was until I looked at someone's new resume and I'm like, oh my god, my resume looks so fucking old now. Like
Yeah,
I
Oh,
couldn't even believe
yeah,
it.
yeah. I save all my resumes that I've ever applied for jobs. Dude, I cringe at my high school resumes and shit, and then I laugh so hard at my resume after graduating. I was like, wow, I'm searching. I was searching for jobs with this garbage.
Yeah,
I
but I mean, the thing is that like the format's so much different now. I couldn't even believe like you have like this little sidebar thing where you put a picture on it now. People have pictures on their fucking resumes now. I'm like, what's up with that? Like,
I never put resume with.
No, don't put a picture on your
yeah,
resume.
I've heard some people do it and it's like it works. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're applying for. I would never do that, but
I would say it works if you're, good looking.
yeah, it's probably gonna give you a boost. Yeah, it could give you a boost.
And it probably matters like on a customer facing or like PR job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
and plus I used to give a lot of personal information that I stripped down later on.
So now that this guy's leaving, we're probably going to be hiring like two more guys or junior positions. So I'll have more juicy details on
So for
i-
the last time you
interview.
said, last time Rolex, you said some face buzz question kind of interview. What was the salary range for that role that you are hiring?
Salary?
Yeah, for that position that you are hiring.
Uh, I think it's like a junior software dev,
So and
and she was Canadian. I don't know. I'll have to ask. Like, I don't know what the salary is in Canada or Kakata versus.
maybe 80K USD or something like that.
I think it's probably equivalent to, yeah, around 80 USD, 90 maybe.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm getting paid more than my manager,
Wow. Congrats.
but my manager is like in, a different part of the world. So it all depends on where you're at, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
cost
was
of living and all
telling
that.
me, yeah, he was telling me one of his friend moved to the UK. Oh, no, no. He moved to Canada and took a $30,000 pay cut.
Wow.
But he moved for, I think, his lover, so I guess it's worth it. Would you take a 30 pay cut for Snuggles?
Hell no.
Hmm. 30K pay cut for Snuggles.
30K is like average earning for most of the Americans.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to give up. That's a rip in Canada. It's more expensive if it's a big city. In a big city, yeah, I've heard that Canada's actually not that cheap. People not that cheap.
Oh,
People think it is.
speaking of, because I got a lot of coworkers from Canada. One of the devs was like, "Yeah, I got my RSU, and they fucking took like 50% in his RSU."
For
So
the paperwork,
basically, yeah. So basically, even if you're awarded RSU, like half of it disappears into taxes. Can you believe that? It's fucking cockada, like literally.
Probably a silly question, but what do you guys think is the main difference between a junior and senior developer? Coding standards, creativity, problem solving. What do you guys think?
I think senior devs can bullshit around more efficiently than junior devs.
Oh, fucking hilarious, dude.
So I was listening to some dev guy on TikTok, and he was saying that he was being interviewed for some senior dev position, and they asked him math problem, physics problem, then some regular algo
Mm-hmm.
search, and then they asked him the A star problem for navigation or some shit. A star algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like crying about that. These guys just launched a star, and I had no idea, and I had to give so many technical interviews.
Man, no, there was a company I was interviewing. It was for entry level junior, but I don't know if they mixed some shit up because I was being interviewed for like a senior. They were like asking me everything, like literally everything. Like, how would you design this? How would you store this? Like, what are some of the factors? Blah blah blah. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, I think I'm interviewing for like 3 levels above me or something. I actually did pretty good too, but then they just like, yeah, passed on me or whatever.
They are bad luck.
Yeah, I would say, what's Jesse's level?
And which field is he applying for? Is it tech or IT or rep or admin? How's your job market going, Mystery? Your line of work?
It's going pretty good. I'm actually working on a cert right now, working to get my CPA, so I can get if I can get that done. I'm making way more money now, um, but yeah, job market's me. I'm not gonna quit my job to get my CPA done, so I'm gonna be at my job at least for another year. So I haven't really been looking for a new job. I have been looking to update my resume a little bit though, for sure. Trying to get that stuff done. So getting my resume up to snuff, and then trying to pass my certs, stuff like that, and then move on from there. So my long term goal is I actually want to open my own firm one day, but short term goal would just be to find a new job that pays more. So
Public accountant certification or something you're doing?
yeah, CPA is certified public accounting. So
Okay.
that's where the big money is in accounting, because you don't really need a master's degree in accounting. You can get a CPA, and you're basically having the equivalent of a master's degree.
So it's like a open exam kind of a thing?
It's a 4 hour exam. There's 4 parts to it. You have to pass 4 parts with 75 at least, and
So results came?
unbelievably hard.
So results are out?
What's that?
So you got the results?
Oh no, I haven't even started taking it yet. I'm just studying for it now.
How many times you can apply around the year?
You can take. I think they have multiple testing times per year, but you have to pay each time you want to retake it. So I think you pay like a $20 retesting fee or something like that to retest.
So
But
there's no like a limit to cap to how many times you can take it.
nope, you can take it as many times as you want. They don't care as long as you keep paying them. That's what they get you. So
And is there like a recurring exams to maintain your status?
what's that? Yeah, well, basically, you have 18 months to pass pass all 4 sections of the exam, which believe it or not, it's actually harder than it sounds. Because 18 months sounds like a long time, but it's not. You can pass part one, and then part two can be really hard to fuck, because there's FAR, which is financial reporting. There's audit, which is auditing. Obviously, there's business. I think it's and then there's regulation, and business and regulation are actually really easy. Not easy. Well, they're not. There is no easy part of the exam, but they're easier than FAR and audit. So
So once you like take all the four parts, you don't have to give it again or repeatedly
oh
like.
no, you don't have to retest, but you do have to do continuous education credits to maintain your license. So
Oh,
which most jobs pay for anyway, so it's not that big a deal. So
What's the like the washout rate for that stuff?
with the CPA exam,
Yeah.
oh dude, the failure rate's so fucking high. It's unbelievably high. Let me look it up. I haven't looked it up in a long time. Let me
Hmm.
see.
Yeah, so Jesse says intermediate Python dev wanting to do his senior.
Python is easier than most of the Java or C Sharp or other dev roles, I feel.
CPA average national pass rate is around 50%.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
Figured it'd be lower than that, actually, truth be told.
So one in two passes.
Let's see. That means most candidates do not pass CPA exam the first time must retake at least one section of the exam.
Oh, so if you pass one of the 4 sections, or let's say you pass 3 out of 4, you'll go back and retake.
You only have to retake the section you failed. But
Oh, okay.
if 18 months expire before you pass all 4 sections, you have to retake all the tests over again. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Thankfully, in software line, there's no such retake exams or something.
Just in the interview, I guess.
Yeah.
Are there any certs you guys can get that make you look more attractive on a exam or not for a potential job?
Uh,
I would say getting like AWS certifications might make you more attractive.
yeah, but most of the certifications are BS.
hmm Like no employer is gonna look at your certificate and be like, very impressive, hired. Like
Yeah,
never.
you you have like
Dang.
10 different random certifications. You must be a great one.
Actually, what do you think, Saffron? Like if some guy was like, yeah, I have like all these certifications, but no actual dev experience. Sounds to me like it's a failed washout
It's a
trying to
kind of
snuggle his way in.
a face saving exercise because most of the certifications are you worthless. I mean, you have hints, you have all the projects solved already. More impressive will be someone who has like couple of projects, like real work kind of project on GitHub or something. That might give some added benefit or something. Like you can show around real project that you have worked on. But
Let's
seriously,
see. What
what
entry level jobs pay well? Right now, like the problem with entry level jobs right now is that like a lot of them require a fucking like experience, which makes zero sense. But like, so even though they say that, a lot of them will still hire you. But like, entry level jobs are kind of bullshit. Like, because they really do. A lot of them require like you either have to work like an internship is unpaid or some shit like that to even get into them or something like that. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to even ask that question, really. So entry level jobs don't really fucking exist anymore. It's always like about like having like at least a year or two of experience to be entry level to some extent.
One more point is referrals by someone who's working at a company or has worked at a company is much better than like filing online openings. That I feel. What do you feel, Rolex? Referrals are better than like direct apply.
hmm One sec.
Jesse should like try to find someone from any company or organization and try a referral apply or something like that.
From what I've seen, it's non engineering CS certs that give you an edge, like stuff on knowing how to manage people, but depends on your role you're going for. Huh? That's Prem saying that. You think he just got his I think he just got a CS job actually, and for a not computer science, but got a coding job, I believe.
Yeah, I would say currently the market's actually good for devs, but then I think the tech or dev tech bubble has burst. So, like, look at Netflix. I think look at Amazon. Not necessarily Amazon, but Facebook. Like, they were hiring engineers all across the board, and company wise, all the tech stack stocks have been collapsing, including Netflix. Like, Netflix is one of the major ones.
One of the options could be like startups. They hire like a lot of people, but there's no certainty. But to gain experience, you can apply to startups. So even if the startup survives for a couple of years, you can have like solid 1 year working experience.
Yeah, I would say if you're brand new, I would try to get into a startup because their level of requirements probably lower, and then literally use the startup to get experience and launch your career, I suppose. But I don't know. I personally avoid startup like the plague. It's like I know it's a whole bunch of facade and charade. It's like a 8 out of 10 startups fail
Entry level
within.
jobs is just people looking for cheap veterans. That's kind of true actually. A lot of people would get that a veteran hiring status. They love that type of shit, dude. And they love having that stuff on their stuff in their companies. They can say that we hire veterans, and they can have on their EEOC report. So there are so many entry level devs that these days it's crazy. Employers can demand almost intermediate level skills for entry level. Thanks. So you guys are all code, not me, but those two are. Saffron left. Oh no. What's cracking, Mysterini? What's going on, buddy? Stop flaming the floor. Money is cope. Good bones create real traction. Money gets you used. I would say I'd rather be a I'd rather be a rich incel than a broke incel. Put it like that. If you're gonna be stuck in this condition, you might as well fucking have some cash in your bank account, right?
Yeah, especially nowadays.
Considering VR Max, it is unfathomable imagining how bad things will get in 10 years later. Yeah, this country, like I said earlier, this country seems like going down fast. Like what it feels like.
Yeah, dude, I got sticker shock yesterday because my favorite beef jerky used to be like $5, like probably 3 months ago. Now it's I bought it a week ago at $8 because I was like, $8 is still good enough from five, right? Even though it's like a 60% hike. And then I checked today because I ordered last week and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get more before price hike. Now it's like 11.50. I was like, Jesus, 120% from last time.
Damn.
Or from, 3 months ago. I was just like, shit.
My
Wanted to
sister.
be a musician since I failed that. I'd just been drifting. Coder jobs are just companies wanting one guy to make them millions.
It's kind of true, man. Like I just had a discussion with my manager today. We're trying to build another, or we're trying to retire an existing page and update it, more consolidate. But then management wants us to include a lot more upsells in there. So it's like, yeah, everyone's trying to sell something. Everyone's trying to gain someone's service or loyalty or whatever.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I feel like I heard somebody say this earlier. Somebody said this in a stream at one point, but the bubble for a lot of what would happen in tech was that these entry level guys would pop up. They'd make like one or two big apps or something like that, or make one or two big programs, and then some big guy would buy them up. And I heard that's starting to dry up now, right? Because the market's been
Um,
so weird.
Getting bought is like a good thing if you like create some.
Yeah, but but I heard that being bought up is getting that being bought up by like a bigger guy's getting it's starting to slow down now because all the capital is starting to dry up on that type of market now.
yeah, I would say the way it used to work is a couple of guys would get together, pool some money, and these are the CEOs, quote unquote, wannabes, but they put up all the risk, right? Because they're the ones funding,
Yeah.
and then they hire a bunch of mediocre devs, try to get like a project, and then hopefully get bought out by Microsoft or Google or some other big company. And then when they do get bought out, they can negotiate and then become a millionaire overnight.
Internet is feminine is sucking us in. Huh.
So there are three parts to any startup or growth of any project. First is the project in itself. Second is the marketing aspect, customer acquisition and customer visibility. And third is the financial capital infusion kind of a thing. So there are three parts basically.
Wait, hold on, Saffron. So to answer Jesse's question, no, you can't. Like you might get a bonus, maybe some profit sharing. But like I'll say last year I created a small feature and it supposedly increased revenue or projected GCD by 3.5 million. Do I get any of that shit? No.
Nah, dog, you get your paycheck, dog. Your
You
I
just
get
paycheck and that's
yeah,
it.
I get my paycheck and knowing that I probably won't get fired anytime soon.
Yeah.
and you get like most it's a great day. You'll get an email from your manager or higher ups that great contribution to the league. We acknowledge this developer's role, and it's kind of a certificate in your nursery or grade one school.
Yeah, it's basically you get your gold sticker.
Yeah.
Most coder cells or code cells need to location max to find a wife. A lot of them actually have the ability to because a lot of those jobs are work from home now. So you can easily just location max a little bit easier when you're coder cell for sure. If you're working in CS or IT or something like that, you can kind of like do what you want location wise.
Not all company are okay with IP changing very frequently. So depends on the company you're working for.
Oh, yo. So I was looking into this because I was reading a couple of articles of C-maxing. So Thailand apparently is opening up on the first, no restrictions whatsoever, and apparently you can get the preferred elite foreign national visa, and it ranges from 5 to 20 years. So, and then I think the cost is like anywhere from I think it's like 6 or 7K for the 5 year one, all the way up to 30K for the 20 year one. But I mean, it's like once you get that visa, it's like you are set. Like you don't even have to do border runs or the 90 day check-in. And I think the most extensive visa you can get is like a year. So basically, it's like you're kind of like a permanent resident. And I think you can get it. Just need to prove that you have like 50K worth in your account and employed.
Yeah.
It's like they're literally calling us Saffron.
Yeah, startups overwork you, but the good thing is that you learn so many things. Yeah, I can definitely. I worked for a few small companies before, and they definitely overwork your ass. But you definitely learn. I learned a lot more in those companies than I would have worked. Than I would have worked at working at a big company for sure.
It's 80-20 everywhere, even in the computer science field, developer field, and all. Maybe hydraulics can back me or contradict on this point. Like, most of the work is done by very small number of people in even in dev jobs and coding jobs.
Yo, but hold on. Sloth mode, I think it's the opposite. It's gonna get harder, less saturated, because countries are gonna impose more stricter what do you call it, visas and requirements to be in the country. So like unless you have like let's say a master's and a global skill set and you can prove employment, you know, they're not gonna let you in essentially. So it's kind of gonna be more gated in my opinion.
Yeah, because no one wants like a jobless guy taking the resource from a jobless native guy.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of backlash in terms of it's like the white hitchhikers. Like they come to Thailand and they're like living the backpack lifestyle or whatever. It's like
Cambodia or someplace they were like trying to ban this. So you need to have like certain 100 or 200K in your asset, then you are allowed to take a wife or something like that.
Cheap veterans based. Yeah, Mattery. The fuck. Rather be depressed in my sports car. Yep, true shit. Sorry, mystery lol. How do you make money? I'm a controller, so I run the accounting department basically. So I run all the shit.
he controls all the money
I
there.
basically
So
at the end of the day I do a lot of that stuff, controlling the money. So I count people's money for them,
While
make sure
doing
all the
it,
accounting's right.
while doing
Really, the only thing that keeps accountants still employed in this country is the fact that people are so dumb enough to send their tax return in, and not do it for free on their own, and gap, the fact that most foreign people don't know how to don't actually know gap accounting. So
yeah, accounting will be there because finance is very boring.
it only gets worse from here. Russia's having a small economic boom right now. Yeah, from
Yeah,
what I've heard, yeah, I heard that their
they have
ruble's up.
reopened the McDonald's and all the chains renaming it.
Jaws can't even jerk it anymore. Over. Oh boy. I'm just gonna try and get my money up and shoot for 120, 150K after 2 to 3 years at my current job. Probably doable. My homie's getting divorced. Got to throw him a party. Oh boy. Yo, divorce graped. Oh no.
Tell him to manage his assets
Yeah.
if he has a lot of money.
What happened to their marriage? What do you mean what happened to it, dude? Get divorced. It's over. Literally over. I know a coder whose feature made a company 8 figures in revenue. She made a feature. You already answered that question before.
yeah, that was the one in response.
Musician is attractive contest. The one with the most attractive voice and best looks gets most popular. What's up, fam? What's up with the bass Pluto? Who is this guy? For me, at least, progeny and legacy is very important. So I want a wife eventually, but it's too rough in the states. Yeah, I think for someone like you who has the opportunity to go back to their country of origin, or at least I don't think were you born in America or were your parents bring you here? I can't remember, but either way, if you have the opportunity to go to a foreign country to find a wife, I would do it. Like the state, I said this, I already had my little spiel earlier today, but I think that the American women are too fucking entitled and too fucking stuck up to fucking even date them, dude. Fuck's the point? Unbelievable how fucking entitled they are. Or try and turn you into your own startup. And just get a wife, bro. Oh yeah, it's that easy. It's only that easy.
I mean, if anyone has some opportunity, they should open up a LLC or a C corp, and they should start doing stuff, because before doing stuff, you cannot access your position.
Just realize the base Pluto cell is imposter is Todd. He'd be the type to LARP. Oh, what do you LARP? Why the fuck would he LARP? That doesn't make any sense. Dumb girls who hate negative guys. What's up, Radio Pip? I haven't seen you in a while, Radio Pushka.
The girls don't hate negative guys; they eat up all the negativity.
Lost mode. She got a kid out of him, then dipped. Ooh, damn. Child support too. Alimony and child support. He's done. But day one, we knew she was shit. She was getting ugly and overweight too. Oh man, he got the fucking American fucking marriage fucking express right there, dude. This is what
Man,
always happens to American boys, dog. They get married, the next fucking day, dog, start gaining weight, get fucking ugly, start wearing makeup, dog. The sex dries up. They get one shit out, one kid, and they get all right. Time to divorce you. Like, yep.
yeah, literally, I think Tom Likas talked about this because it happened to him like several times, and he's an OG too,
Yeah, he's an
an
OG. Yeah,
ugly, ugly OG.
I'm just going back to Texas. I don't know what's the Northwest, but I've had the lowest return rate from Floyd's ever. The South is just much better if ethnics want to get Floyd's of any race. C Maxine's gonna get oversaturated. I deeply sense it's coming. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, Drolix. What do you think my friends' odds are? When I have a friend who's moving to South Korea for a job, and he's JBW. But he's not like that attractive, but he's obviously JBW. You think he'll do well?
Hmm, I don't know, dude. I think South Korea is not a good place to see Max. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
mean,
He got a job there or something like that. So I don't know the stuff in South Korea. I don't know what's going on over there. So
If
truth
he
be told,
makes like a really upper middle class income, then it might be smooth in any country. But depends on a role. If he's just like a technician or a mechanic or something like that, or an English teacher, things can might not be very smooth.
does he like what kind of job is he doing?
I think he's a I think he does server work. I don't know what he does in the back end of server work. I don't know what he works for
Oh,
the
okay.
government or something like that. So he does some
So
server
he's
work or something like
a
that.
tech cell, then
Yeah,
I
he's a
think
tech cell. Yeah,
he'll probably do okay because I'm guessing the salary is probably gonna be good.
yeah. I already read that comment. Typical. Yeah, I see. Countries can remove your visa as well. Will too. Yeah, that's gonna kind of suck.
This the passport system was launched by British Empire.
Show us your papers, mate. You better be forever spending in another country. Mm. We need to create our own black pill gated community.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, so actually, this is a good topic. I was literally talking about this with my manager today because I was like, I got family in Arizona and Florida. I was like, what if I just took a plane to Florida and stayed there for 3 months? And he's like, yeah, I don't care as long as you get your work done. But then I think there's like certain laws. So if you like, even if you work remote, but then if you're considered a resident of that state after a certain amount of time, so then they would want to tax you. And if it gets that complex or extended period, then HR is probably gonna have to cry and get involved and adjust your pay and shit. But he's like, yeah, if you want to go live with your family for like 2 months and then come back to Seattle or whatever, or the West Coast or even Oregon, because I got friends in Oregon. I don't really know anyone in California, Montana, Seattle. So, but yeah, either way, Cuck Coast. pays the best. If I move away from it, unfortunately, I'll take that huge pay cut.
Well, what about I heard doesn't the East Coast have the biggest like data centers on the face of the planet right now or something like that? Or
East
I
Coast.
thought so. I thought isn't like I think Virginia has like a lot of data centers here. I know that for sure. I don't know the tech world too well, but I heard like the East Coast has some of the biggest like data centers and some of the biggest data hubs on the face of the planet right now. Like it's unbelievable how much data gets flown in, comes in and out of here.
Yeah, the financial market is huge here.
Actually, yeah, you might be right, dude. I think Virginia, like west of the Mississippi. So that would put it at Virginia, I think.
Mystery controls the forklift operators. Yes, but of course, how'd you know, dude? That's the big fucking reveal at the on episode 100, dude.
Oh,
How the fuck you figure it out?
I finally got what he was talking about.
That fucking picture.
Yeah, so I was watching some of the reels and stuff online, and there was a clip from a video. Like it was a, this uh, uh, under ops, like Miami CIA or something like that, or FBI series, or like movies and all. There was a clip from Fox or Paramount, I forgot. There was a serial in which they are undercover FBI bunch of people, and it's all mostly like empowered women FBI agents, and they were like going through manosphere, and they were saying, yeah, these MGTOW and Black Pill are mostly incels who hate women and treat them like objects. They are very dangerous for the democracy, and it's all computer screen setup with lot of persons database, like all the tech kind of a screens going on with maps and their names and stuff, like they are some criminals. So I was just wondering that day before we were discussing about this, that FBI and CIA might be on to us, and then I see a clip that these people are already making recreational movie series on this. Any thoughts on this?
I had no clue really. Didn't know they were making a series on this shit. But I mean, I would assume they probably have some people on a list or some this whole fucking place on a list. So who fucking knows? They
Yeah,
know what the
like
fuck where we fucking work at and shit.
I think like if you graduate from certain degrees, you're like, automatically on a list. Like I did talk to that one chemical engineer and he's like, yeah, they know he knows he's on a FBI's list.
Accountants know everything. Yeah, you're almost it's so weird because like they trust me with so much information, and I'm like, why are you telling me this stuff? Like, I don't want to know half your fucking life story, but they have to explain everything to me. So like, yeah, like you'd be surprised like by looking through people's tax returns and tax records and their financial information, what you can learn about a person, dude. There's so much stuff you can learn about a person from looking at that shit.
But if you use those information, you'll be charged with insider information crap.
Yeah, yeah. But you'd be surprised what you can learn though for sure. You're like, wow, this company's gonna be fucking great one day. Too bad I can't
You
fuck.
mu-
I'll get sued. If I go to fucking jail for fucking use information. But
you must be going through millions of dollars every month.
Mystery knows Gap real well. Oh god.
Oh, what's the gap?
Well, GAP stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, but I think he means something else here.
Oh, with the thigh gap? What's in
Yeah,
between that gap?
yeah, dude, that gap. But you can get a good Vietnam War tour. I'm in my prime. My dick feels good. Feels as if I could drill for oil, but I cannot use it in the way I intended. How sad. I'll count, my dude. Just create your own community, bro. Yeah, just make it happen, dude. Heard that having a strong of currency is bad for exporter countries like Russia. Yeah, like, I heard that definitely is a pretty bad thing. Definitely have a strong currency, depending on what side of the equation you're on. Import export type shit. Born in America, I'm a dual citizen. Though. Okay, okay. The what community? The incel community. Don't deny it. My home is a dumbass. My homie is a dumbass. He watched KS and still got cucked. Aw, dog. Get what you fucking deserve, dog. I don't speak the language though.
Yeah,
Like I'm starting
see,
to see some of my high school friends get like, or high school people I knew get married, and it's like, dude, I look at them like, I don't know, dog. Like the next fucking 5 years, I might see your ass on my fucking stream one day. You never know.
so oh man, like the one thing I didn't like about KS is he preaches for marriage and I'm just like, why would you listen to this fucker who has been married 3 times and failed 3 times about marriage?
Yeah, so I watched that video you sent me on case, and I was analyzing the whole motive he was doing this. So he was actually on a similar kind. He was trying to like rebuild black community by his own principles. So he, you can't say he's a like red pillar or something. He was trying to infuse sense of belongingness in the black community. So that's like a blue pill. You can mix blue plus red pill, some kind of a mixture he was trying to.
So, mystery, I have to ask, right? Like, what is the consensus among, let's say, the black community about the state of, black men in this country in terms of, working and ascending and, getting middle class to better life? I'm talking not
It,
the dating sphere, but like
yeah,
just in general.
it depends on the generation. To be honest with you, in my generation, a lot of people are still grinding out their lives and trying to figure out what they're gonna do. But the general consensus is that, like, what do you mean by general consensus? Like, what are people thinking about, like, doing, or what are people doing in general?
Yeah, yeah, because like to me, I don't know, maybe even saffron. I don't know necessarily about the curry cell community, but it's like in the Asian community, it's like I wouldn't say there's plenty of degenerates and moving away from the mainstream stereotype, but it's like if you're a coder cell, engineer cell, stem cell, as a rice, it's like that's literally your purpose almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Every race has their stereotype, basically, of like everybody considers the Asians to be like, oh yeah, you guys are good at math, so you end up like in law or end up in some big high tier profession, um, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and I was just wondering, are there like, based black men supposedly like pursuing, higher degrees and bettering themselves?
I mean, of course there are, but I'm assuming the percentage of those. I think even the data even supports this, at least amongst Gen X men, Gen X men and women, that there were a lot more Gen X women who went to college than there were Gen X men because the incarceration rate was so high amongst Gen X men that there was just a huge a mismatch there, which is why Gen X has such a bad marriage rate. I would say that at least amongst the black men that I talked to and knew in college, a lot of them were working their way up and trying to make themselves better, make a better life for themselves and stuff like that. A lot of them aren't married. A lot of them still don't have families and stuff like that, but they are trying. I would say that, but you have to separate out, like, the black community. Obviously, isn't just one big huge. It's not a monolith. Obviously, you have like the subgroups of, like, you have your immigrants who come over here who are like, who, depending on your view of them,
Hmm.
could either be not considered, could be within the quote unquote black community, depending on your view of the black community. Because when people say black community, they oftentimes mean the African American community, and then the other blacks kind of get thrown, or at least the immigrants kind of get thrown into their own little bucket of like other blacks. Then if that makes any sense, depending on your view of the your view
Yeah,
of
no,
blacks.
I agree. Like, and I tend to think like if you have still some connection to, Africa, I suppose, like whether it be a recent immigrant or, first or second gen, like I think those blacks tend to do better than the,
Yeah, they do tend to do better. It's just true. Yeah, it's not even a fucking like a meme there at the end of the day. Here comes Prim. He probably has more to say about this probably than anybody else would. What's up, Prim?
yeah.
Or Preem, how do you say your name?
Yo, yo.
You have anything you want to say on
Is
this
my mic
topic?
good?
Yeah, you sound pretty good.
All right. Yeah, I mean, what Mr. said is true. Yeah, like I'm first gen, but I think a lot of people kind of use that as, oh, like, look, there's this group of black people who are doing well, but I would say most of us come from like a decent amount of money. Like like it's not like we like came over on like a boat. So, but I think yeah, the other thing is really just cultural differences. Like there really isn't that big of a difference between like African culture and Asian culture in terms of like the importance on like you know getting a good job.
Education and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So something, yeah, of course we would do better, but I mean that is really just an effect of American slavery. So yeah, there's just too much shit, but
Now, let me ask one controversial point. Mystery. I mean, don't mind, but like, do you have like link, or do you know people around you or who you grew up with who some kind of had some relation with some street gang or something like that, or is it just a perception?
I grew up in the suburbs, so I grew up away from a lot of the inner
Better
city
stuff.
problem that you could possibly have. So a lot of the people
Same.
I like were people in gangs, yeah, but like it wasn't like the typical like oh like like they weren't in the Bloods and the Crips or something like that. They weren't some crazy ass gang like that. They were in some like small clique. Yeah, I guess you could call it a gang. They did hood rat stuff and they did the same shit you would do in the hood, I guess. But like at the end of the day, though, like they weren't like in like a real hardcore gang. I guess they did like some dumb shit and they kind of like grew out of it to some extent. But I grew up in the suburbs, though, so a little bit different than growing up in the inner city. So, or a lot different than growing up in the inner city for sure.
Yeah, it's the same for me.
I have not like I'm trying to find one Indian gang here, but I'm not been able to.
You'd be hard pressed to probably find one really, because like a lot of people don't realize this, but like when you have immigrants coming into a country, like those are going to be typically going to be the ones who can escape the country anywhere. Oftentimes, going to be the ones who are better off to begin with. It's going to be the most driven people who can make it here in this country. So the thing that makes African Americans so much different is the fact that the history here is so much different. I don't want to harp on it too much, but like the history is so much different when it comes to African Americans. It's like the years of slavery and then the Jim Crow laws and then all that stuff that
Yeah,
happened after the fact and the redlining and the blockbusting and the mass incarceration and the destruction of the and then in the enclave that the blacks did make, they got destroyed. So
Yeah.
there's a whole
yeah.
bunch of stuff that happened in the past that you can't just like discount and say, well, why aren't African Americans doing better? Well, like we all know why they're not doing
Yeah,
better.
it's
Like there's a
pretty
whole bunch of
obvious.
history why. Like there's a bunch of reasons why they're not doing better than what they could be doing now. Like
Like the Black Wall Street thing, right?
Yeah, in Oklahoma in the early 1900s. Yeah.
what do you think the reparations should be? I don't know. I mean, I said I'm in favor of reparations in general, which I generally am, but like, I don't know what it would look like really. Truth be told, I don't know what you would give. What makes up for that many that much
I have
that
a
much shit?
plan. I think some land lottery could be allotted to the African community.
I mean, even if you just like paid off all their
Yeah.
debts, something like that would be like okay, like you get a free house. I don't know, pay off all their like personal debts stuff like that. I don't know anything like that. Like anything that would help them regain that generational wealth that was lost that they should have
Yeah,
had
it's
to
not
begin
gonna be
with.
Yeah.
But case was taken down. People suspect because of that legacy.
What's that?
The case, Kevin Samuel was taken down because of that legacy, because he was attracting too much of a black kind of what you can say psyche, or
Yeah, he was being considered the next Black Messiah,
Yeah.
like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Oh yeah, and the welfare state
Yeah,
did us
true.
no favors either. People don't talk about that enough, but it's true. The welfare state did us no favors either. If we real here, um,
welfare state actually.
if you look at the Moynihan scissors, it's a very good concept to even look up. Like that concept of like where typically the welfare rate would go down in proportion with the employment rate, but in the case of the black community, it didn't happen. They just like diverged and didn't make any sense. And the only thing you can draw from that is that the black women were literally just throwing the men out of the houses to get welfare, and it's like, well, yeah, that's fucked up. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
basically the
Yeah,
self
these
destruction of the community to some extent.
that's a
Oh,
theory,
have
but
you guys seen? I think it was this black woman. She got accepted to every Ivy League college or something. Um, like Yale, Harvard,
Yeah, all the big
Stanford.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's like one, statistically speaking, like let's say you were a smartass and you had the brains and all to like get into all of the Ivy League schools. It's possible, but highly unlikely. So then, I feel like it's just this fucking BS agenda, like black oppressed woman, color of your skin, you're accepted to all Ivy League
yeah, I
schools.
would definitely say that the black women have gotten a much better
Yeah.
shake than the black men ever have in this country. Black women have been given like they get a lot of preferential treatment somehow like even like with stuff like affirmative action people complain about it all the time, but it's like I believe
That
it's
shit
like
doesn't do
white
shit
women are actually the
really.
biggest
Yep.
beneficiaries of affirmative action than African Americans ever were, which is kind of funny when you think about it. It's like, well, yeah, the program that was meant to like bring blacks out of poverty and help them out get jobs and stuff like that is like literally just taken over by white women. So
Indian dude marked himself as a black to get admission in a Ivy League school, and he got into it just by
Oh
planning.
yeah, I saw that. No, it wasn't Ivy League. It was like to a
Medical school.
medical school. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, medical school or something.
which I mean, at least with reparations, it's like the lottery thing. It's like if you just give people a bunch of money like at once, most of them are just gonna be broke in like a week. It's like it's not really gonna do much.
Yeah, it was like when we got you got your first stimmy check, everyone went to buy
Yeah.
a Gucci bag. I'm just like
Yep. What?
these fucking
And
idiots,
to some
dude.
extent,
Yeah.
like if that's what people want to do with their money, because like let's be real here, most people, even if you gave them a bunch of wealth, they were gonna squander it anyway. So like,
Yeah.
if
True.
you look at like
True.
just the nature of a pyramid, like very few people make it to the top, and then very few people. There's a lot of people in the middle, then there's not a lot of people make are at the bottom at the base. So like, if those people were gonna be spend their money anyway, you might as well let them spend it on whatever they're gonna spend it on anyway, and let it be what it's gonna be. The ones who save the money and invest the money are going to be the ones who are like, okay, fine, you guys deserve to be at the top of the pyramid to some extent. Like you did the right thing. You invested the money. You made more money out of it. You started a business, et cetera, et cetera. There's a bunch of stuff you could
That
do with
is
that.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the people will not spend their money wisely if you give them.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, they never
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Black women are the most enrolled out of all groups. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that doesn't really matter. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's like always brought up that like they go to university more than us, but like but they still make less money. They still have higher debt, so it's like they aren't really doing anything with it.
Have you seen the latest? I think Elon Musk has fired all
He
the
fired like this
SJW.
diversity, SJW, all the people like that, right? Yeah, I saw
Really?
that.
Oh no,
He fired
There's
like
I
a
didn't see it.
he
same.
fired like the advocacy for like LGBTQIA rights or something like that from the company or some shit like that. I forgot what it was, but kind of
That
funny.
makes sense because I mean, I really don't see how like anybody's like sees you as like, oh, this dude's gay, we're just gonna fire him, or like we're not gonna give him the job.
So there's a
Like,
company called Karen, crypto company called Karen, and the CEO, what he did is he sent a memo that we are done with this. If the workplace is not safe for you, take 3 months of salary and leave this place.
dang, I think I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was saying
I
that
think
every now and
also.
he was saying every now and then we have employees get drained into this emotional damage stuff in our company, and we are not productive, and most of our time goes to all this simping in the company. So
Yeah, also I think what's that place? Oh, the new NY Post owned by Bezos, and he's a leftist cuck too, but they fired all the people that were bad mouthing the company for being or not conforming to the SJWBS.
there's a
Damn.
limit. You can push the company to be like SJW till a limit it hits their paycheck, right?
Or if it starts messing with their bottom line, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. A lot of those
Yeah.
jobs are gonna get shook out anyway, dude. And when once the fucking shit really hits the fan, like, it's already hitting the fan now. But like those like bullshit diversity inclusion officer jobs, those jobs are done. They're
Yeah,
done,
like
dog. They're
they
fucking over.
actually get paid quite a lot,
Yeah, they get paid a lot of
actually.
money, but like that's the problem. It's
Yeah.
literal fat. Like it's fat from the company, and when you gotta slim down the company to fucking make fucking profits, like okay, well
Yeah.
who gets fired first? The fucking guy who's making engineering, the accountant, or the fucking chief diversity officer? I wonder who's going first. Like let's be real here. Like
if they give me like 500,000 yearly salary, I'll be in the pride parade first.
Same.
I mean, I'll be all rainbows. My display picture will change from orange and black to all rainbow.
Yep, same. I don't really get why they do it because I don't think that many people actually care about the whole like Pride Month thing and like all of all of that shit. So
And Prem, you already have some colors going in your DP. So that's like
Yeah, I
uh,
cringe because during Pride Month my LinkedIn turns gay
oh
Oh,
yeah, mine does.
dude.
Yeah,
because all
yeah.
the
All the
previous.
companies change their
Yeah.
fucking icons to fucking
Yeah,
rainbow flag or whatever the fucking goddamn the new flag is now, whatever they call that fucking thing.
but not in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, not in Saudi
Yep.
Arabia or any other fucking Middle Eastern country, or I think maybe Africa too.
Literally any other country except for the West. doesn't give a fuck about the
America is
LGBT
literally
shit.
so fucking gay, dog. Like it's true. America's so fucking gay.
Uh,
Just gonna say it. I think
yep.
black men should give up on America. Hmm.
A lot of them don't really have a choice. There's nowhere to go.
I mean, there's always been a huge. There's always been like a little bit of a Pan African movement in the black community, but whether or not they actually go back or not, is a whole different story. You know, the whole idea about going
Yeah,
back to your
sure.
roots and stuff like
I
that, and just
mean,
going back to the country of origin,
if
or
you
trying to
don't
find
have
out where you're from again, go back
if you,
there.
if you don't have KFC and Walmart everywhere, basically,
What will I do without the KFC and Walmart, dude? KFC fucking sucks anyway.
True.
KFC fucking sucks ass.
It's actually
Popeyes all the way, dog. Gonna call it what it is. Popeyes.
yep.
Jollibee gravies are better. I feel Jollibee gravy.
KFC is actually not that bad in Africa.
Oh really?
Yeah.
KFC is fucking horrible in America. I don't know how the
Yeah,
fuck's
it
that
is.
possible?
It
How the
is.
fuck is KFC so bad in the country of origin? But you go everywhere else and it's like, oh yeah, like go to fucking I think Japan loves KFC and it's like, oh yeah, we fucking love KFC there.
McDonald's also like
Yeah,
it's
like-
better everywhere else.
But in America, it's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? They get better fucking shit. They get better
Yeah,
desserts. Like
yeah.
how the fuck's this possible? Like
And
we made this shit, dog. This is our shit.
in India, KFC, McDonald's, and all, they are like high-end restaurant kind of a
Yeah.
thing. Local food prices and quality of food locally is so cheap that McDonald's and KFC is like if you want to date someone, or you're going on a picnic kind of a thing with family of 10 or something.
Big Mac and fries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once in a while you
Saffron, you gotta find me some, cute Indian girls. I'll take them out to
Black
McDonald's.
Pill gated community would actually work a lot. Would actually work a lot of us make good money and have expertise in many different things that would be able to survive the eventual U.S. collapse. That's how a lot of foreigners get up really fast. They all immigrate at the same time to the same area and can easily pull resources together to help each other out and bring everyone up. That's true. I know I know a lot of Pakistanis, and they all have like a
Yeah.
pretty tight knit community. Actually, they all stick together. They all open start businesses and hire each other and stuff like that. It's unbelievable how much synergy there is in those communities. They all work
Yeah.
together to.
That's how you
Yeah.
do it though. Like there's no other way.
yeah, with all due respect, screw them.
Chipotle is getting worse over. Dude, it's true. I'm not even.
Facts, actually.
Chipotle is getting worse over time. I don't know how this is possible, dog. Oh
Chipotle is still better than Subway and other crap.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Subway.
sure.
I mean,
Subway got so bad over time.
Subway's literal only fucking redeeming quality that is fucking edible.
Cheap.
How the fuck that? Like, you're a fast food restaurant, and the only thing I can say about you is that you're fucking edible, dog.
They gave me
Like,
food
that's horrible.
poisoning with foul bread or something.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of posts lately on Chipotle. Their portion size is shrinking.
Dude, tell me about it, dog. I'm like, what the fuck, dog? You said, what's the point? Like, everybody knows you went to Chipotle to eat fucking 1,800 calories
Shit
of
ton
fucking
amount,
raw
yeah.
burrito, dog. That's what you meant. That's what you
Yup.
went there for. You didn't go there to fucking go there on a fucking diet. Now it's like you go there, dog, and they're fucking. Here's your fucking meat, dog, and the meat's like you get like one little fucking
get,
meat
like,
cube. And I'm like, what the
tiny-ass
fuck is this
pieces,
shit,
yeah.
dog?
Have you seen their?
And then when you ask for double meat, dog, the double meat's literally the original meat portion. It's like,
Yep.
okay, this is bullshit. This is bullshit, dog.
Me
Nah.
and
I think they are reducing their spoon sizes.
Oh, yeah, for sure, dog. I went to went to go get some sushi actually, and I noticed that they're including less sushi in their box now. It's called a shrinkflation, where they lower the amount of stuff in the box to actually
So
instead of
it's
actually
more
giving
rice.
you the stuff, so giving you
It's
the regular
more-
stuff.
It's more rice, less sushi, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of tricks that they can do to fuck you over in order to stop prices from
Hey,
increasing. So
Drolix, I ordered some food from the Chinese restaurant. I want to know the name of a thing if you eat like Chinese, if you know the cuisine, local cuisine. So it was wrapped in a couple of leaves, and the inside was a sticky rice ball with some fillings inside.
Yeah, I think it's more common, like Filipino.
So it was from a Chinese restaurant, and the rice ball was too sticky. Like it actually stuck in my hand when I tried to lift it.
Is it the one wrapped in bamboo leaves, sticky
Yeah,
rice with,
yeah.
let's say, pork filling?
Yeah, some filling, mushroom, chicken, pork, whatever you
Yep.
want.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know the name though.
Yeah, but it
I'll try to
tastes
look it up.
well. It tastes okay.
Yeah, that shit's hella good, but sticky rice is hella calories, dude. So
Yeah.
it used to be you could get a big burrito for $7. Now it's 15, and you get less.
Yep.
You get
Yep.
less too. So like, I mean, come on. You're getting
Yeah, like me
fucking
and
literal
my-
fucking graped.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
You
soon it
remember,
will be like $50 and you can smell the stuff.
you remember the $5 foot long dog? I mean, you think $5 foot long,
That
but
shit
either
was
way, like the five
crazy.
dollar foot long dude was like literally the best ad campaign of all fucking time.
Yeah.
They were selling subs like nobody's fucking business, dog, and now it's like, oh yeah, you go to fucking
Now
Subway
it's like
now, dog. Here's fucking
12
$15 for
bucks.
a sub with no fucking
Yeah.
meat on it, dog. It's like, yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you so fucking
Subway
much.
is cheapest to start also, like 10K or 20K. You can start your Subway.
Yeah.
Fuck Subway, dog.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
wouldn't
them.
start a Subway if you fucking paid me.
That's the thing here also, like everything in the Northwest costs more. Like even McDonald's, like I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? But uh that's why I love the South, man. Like
In
fuck.
New York, you can get small coffee and city bagel for 15-20 dollars.
uh
I feel bad.
Hey,
Ow.
Saffron. I think it's called Zongzi.
Zongzi, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, like how much is gas where you guys are at? Like it's about $6
I
up
sold my
here.
car. I have not bought a new car ever since college.
It was
Damn.
like 568
She,
It's
dang,
like
really?
five
Wait.
something here too, like
for
four something,
yeah,
497 or something like that.
for regular.
So there's a
Yeah,
meme
mine's
going
like
viral.
596.
So there's a meme going viral
Dang.
with 7-Eleven gas price 7-Eleven.
11. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I fucking saw that shit. But like in Texas right now, it's still like 450.
Yeah, I think the southern states, the refineries are much
Crazy of.
closer.
Yeah,
So I think like the further you get away, like I think Seattle's more expensive than Texas because they gotta drive more of it up there.
yeah,
I
true.
need
And
some
then I think Texas has its own oil as well.
I need some input from you guys. Is Texas good place to relocate to for good money and opportunity?
Absolutely, dude.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I would say Texas, Arizona, or Florida.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if you're going to Texas, if I mean if you're not going to
I would
Austin,
avoid Florida if it's the plague, but yeah, Texas is pretty.
yeah, yeah. I mean if you're not going to Austin, I'll go to Dallas and then try and live in Frisco.
Fresco area, okay.
Yeah.
There's lot of Indian software companies there. They are expanding very rapidly. So
Yeah, there's a lot of Indians moving in now because they're building a shit ton of houses. Like my dad's business partner that I was telling you guys about. Like he bought his house in like 2016 for like 600,000, and it's worth like double now. I think.
Damn.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
California guys are moving in and doubling the price.
Over
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Jared
True.
sales. Oh God, Jared. Yeah,
But
the
also a
moment.
lot of
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Sorry. No, no. I was just gonna say like a lot of companies moved their headquarters down here. Like Toyota is now in Frisco, and then there's like two other ones. So there's a lot of jobs also.
Yeah, Austin, Texas is the next tech hub.
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably gonna move to Austin after like 2 to 3 years. I don't think I can handle staying longer here.
Yeah, I got a friend in Texas, and he's like, "Yo, you should come here." I got another friend that relocated from California to Texas, and he's like, "Yo, best move ever."
It is, yeah. And then like I mean, at least up here, but like down in Texas, like if there's a tiny amount of snow or ice, there's just you just don't have to go into work also.
Oh, I know why the senior guy that from my job wants to go to California. I was looking at his LinkedIn, and he's definitely a soy, I would say. Like he pronoun or whatever. I was like, oh, he's one of those. Makes sense now.
So you gendered that guy, poor guy, or guy.
No, no, dude. I call him by his name, so I've never had an issue. But like on his profile, it's like he, him, they, or whatever.
Oh no.
I'm
Z
just
is
like,
Z is Someone asked me my pronoun recently. I told my pronouns are king and my lord.
That's what I'm gonna say now.
One
But like
meme
even
was going viral in which a guy was recording something, and when a girl comes in, she says like, oh, you are not allowed to record in here. Then the guy says, oh, it's okay. I
Oh
identify.
yeah. I saw
Oh
that
yeah, I
video.
think I saw that. Was that a library or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
Then she was
that
like,
shit was so
okay.
funny. I mean, like, what can she say? Like, yeah, I don't think I could ever live in California if I'm being honest. But like, I, I'll say like the biggest difference so far is like, at least in Texas, like people just don't give a fuck about anything at all. Like people still tell me to put on a mask here, dude. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I would say Washington is cocked as hell too.
Yeah.
It's like a blue state. Same with
Yo.
Oregon and like the Pacific Northwest. I hear is very
Yes,
cocked.
it is.
Initially, he was confused with Washington, D.C. and Washington State.
DC. I was thinking of maybe going to the Northeast instead and to like just try it out. And DC was the place I was looking at, but
D.C.
DC's kind of nice where I live at. Basically, I don't live in the city proper, but I live in the area. So it's a nice, a decent area, really. You know, it's a pretty okay area. The Northeast is pretty. What I heard is a very it's really expensive up there. So
yeah, yeah. My brother, he has a internship. He does investment banking, and he's in N- New York right now. And like, yeah, it's crazy. Like me and my dad went to go see him. Like a tiny ass room was like 300 a night. Like it's fucking terrible.
Oh, supposedly, I think I saw it on Twitter, but there's a video. It might have been going viral. It's like a bunch of yappies like lined around the block just to, you know, was it the open door for a fucking closet apartment?
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that shit.
That's every day in
Holy.
New York.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like I could
It's
live
like
in NYC for a couple years, but after that, I'm out.
yeah, it's like supposedly the previous tenant left because they raised the rent by $1,000.
Shit. Sounds about right though. Like, I mean, when we were there, like New York City is just different. Like, people are really just there because like they've seen the movies and stuff. But like, all of them just cram into one place to like keep rent cheap.
Tell me about it.
We'll see though.
My studio is like 2,600 bucks.
God
Dang.
damn.
Yeah, bro, fuck. I mean, I'm paying like 2K right now for a
yeah, I pay like way less than
one
that, but
bedroom.
I have a mortgage though, which is different, I guess. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
At least you'll get ownership before you die.
yeah.
well, my plan is to rent this place out eventually, then move somewhere else. So
Smart, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna keep my property. Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna give it up.
Are you
Keep
gonna
it.
Geomax mystery?
I'm gonna attempt once I get this cert done. I'm gonna try to geomax. So probably to someplace in Africa or maybe go to South America, something like that.
Hmm.
I
Figure
was
might as well
gonna
try it.
I was gonna ask you, Mystery, do you only date black girls or it doesn't matter?
I'm starting to dip my foot into like dating other races. That well, I've always had some luck with white Floyds and Hispanic Floyds. So I've had a little bit of
Gotcha.
luck, but I don't exclusively date one race at all. But I do
Yeah,
tend to be more attracted to black women than anything else.
He's going with the
Gotcha,
community.
gotcha.
He's not a traitor.
Not a traitor. I mean, at this point, dude, I don't know why any black man worth of salt would stay in the at least in the American black. If you're gonna
Yeah.
date, you might as well. If you're gonna date any, I mean, that's why I tend to attract a lot of immigrants anyway. Immigration office Chad definitely said that. I tend to attract a lot of African immigrants, so it works out pretty well in my favor because they tend to be a little more they're a little bit less bullshit to deal with when you're dealing with an African woman than when dealing with a
Mystery
dealing
can
with an African
find
American woman
Yeah.
though. So
Mystery can easily find some wife, African wife. Yeah.
Yeah, true, true.
well, shit, I gotta end the stream. It's been almost 2 hours now. It wasn't supposed to be this long. Let's see, mystery. Not that it matters, but I do. Do you like dark skinned black women or light skinned? I can do either or really. I don't mind dark skin or light skin. Really, should be told.
Yeah. Same for me as well.
They can, yeah.
You like that dark meat? Oh boy, yeah.
I have a chick from back my college days. She is asking me, "Can you get me some tickets? I want to visit you." I said, "You want to visit New York, not me."
True.
I feel it's enough for the day. I guess.
Do you like good looking women or ugly? What kind of question is this? Someone said peace. Yeah, we're getting ready to end the stream pretty soon anyway. Well, since we got people here, might as well do last words. Since we're here. All right, Prem, do some last words, my dude.
All right. If you're planning on geomaxing, Africa's the best. Even if you're white, like I think it's the best place. But otherwise, yeah, keep grinding for that bread, boys.
All right, boys, thanks for coming on, my dude. Saffron Pill, my dude, last words.
Save as much as you can and retire the fuck early and get the hell out of the place that you simp about right now.
All right, buddy, thanks for coming on, my dude.
Yep.
Draws, my dude, last words. At least for the WINcels stream.
Yeah, I'm a equal opportunity snuggler. It doesn't matter
I
what
love that
race she
equal
is,
opportunity snuggle.
as long as she gets my D hard, all girls are welcome.
I hear you, dude.
But yeah, that's about it.
All right, dude,
uh,
thanks for coming on,
working
my
hard.
dude. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, keep working hard and get the fuck out.
There you go. All right, dude, thanks for coming on. All right, then there was one. Let's see. Fuck, I need me some poon. Well, dude, figure it out. Almost had good stream. It was a good, fun stream for sure. Do you like existing women or electrical? What the fuck? I just tuned in, dude. I was tell you, dog. It's been almost 2 hours. Thanks, buddy boy. It was fun. Good stream. Yeah, it was a good stream for sure. Incel Kumbar, Larry the Chad. If it's women and it moves, I'm cooming. That's a good way to end. That's my fucking god. 2D versus 3D women, dude. Dude, fucking 2D every day, all day, every day, dude. 2D all day, every day, dude. That's what it comes down to. Why the fuck would you want a 3D woman, dude? When you get a 2D woman? She's perfect for you. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming on the stream. Thanks for the guests coming on. And once again, guys, this has been another random stream for WINcels. I'll probably keep this one up for a little bit longer than I typically do. I might even keep it up for the whole time. Actually, keep it up just permanently. Actually, really good stream. A lot of good information here. And I'll see you guys on SNC episode 98. I think it's 98, and maybe it's 97, 98. Either way, I'll see you guys this weekend. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.